Welcome guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to look at relational operators. What are relational operators in Java? But before we begin, I want to first thank those who have managed to subscribe to my YouTube channel and those ones who have went a further step and liked and commented the videos. You do a lot. So let's dive. What are relational operators in Java? We are all been dealing with the relational operators, knowing and unknowing. Relational operators in Java are used to compare two values. Like if you have two values and you want to compare them, you use relational operators. They help us make decisions in programs whereby, based on a condition like greater, lesser, or equal to. We have things like we are all familiar with the greater sign. We are all familiar with the lesser sign. We are all familiar with these two signs. These are the ones that I mean by relational operators. If you are comparing two numbers, we refer them as relational operators in Java. We are all familiar with the greater sign and the lesser sign, whereby if you have something like 2 here and 10 here, your meaning 2 must be greater than 10. If you have something like 5 here and 20 here, meaning any number here must be lesser than 5. We are all familiar with what? The greater or lesser than signs. Furthermore, we have what we call the assignment operators. We are all familiar with the assignment operators, the equal to, whereby you say something like int, then you give a data type, you give a variable, then you assign. Let me say like 20, say 20, then you terminate. Yeah, you are saying like integer, then num, your variable, int num, then you say is equal to 20. So here, this one here is our assignment operator. They all fall in the relational operators. We are all familiar with the greater or equal to sign, whereby if you have a number like 10 and here 10, this will return true. Here what you are meaning, if the number this side is greater or equal, it might be equal, like in this case 10 is equal to 10, this will return true. So this takes me to some interesting thing. So in all relational operators that we are going to deal with, or all relational operators, they return true or false. They return true or false. They don't return anything more than this. The operation is either true or false. Like in this case, we had 2 greater than 10. It's either true or false. 5 less than 20. It's either true or false. The assignment, the greater or equal to, they're all returning true or false. We have another operation sign that we can look up. We have the less or equal to, meaning if you have like 5 and 5 here, this will return true. This simply means 5 can be less than or equal to 5 again. Yeah, you're comparing two numbers. You're seeing here I'm comparing two numbers. We have another operation sign that we use besides the assignment operator. If you want to compare like two numbers, in this case, we use these two operations. Meaning if you have like 6 and 6 and you want to compare two numbers with the same values, in Java you use these two operators, the equal operators, meaning here this will return true because these numbers are the same. So if this is different, like you're having like 7, this will return false. These two numbers compare numbers with equal values, specifically in Java, but in other programming language you might find like this is a little bit twisted, but in Java these two operators compare two numbers. We have the not or equal operator, whereby if you use this exclamation mark, you are meaning not. Let me say you're having 7 and 6 this side. You are meaning this is a negative sign, meaning this should not be like this. Yeah, they shouldn't be the same if you use an exclamation mark. Those are simply the relational operators. So let us go to the code and we see how we do this in real time. Come here first. So if you have like age, int age is equal to, let me say like that 20, and say int no, instead of using age, let me use like number, and say number 2 is equal to 50. Terminate. Then remember, this is returning the relational operator is return true or false, not other than, not something else. True or false, it is either true or false. Meaning here, if I want to save my operation, I'll save this in what? The boolean. Remember, it's the boolean data type that returns true or false. So meaning I can call here variable, say num greater is num greater or equal to num2, then terminate. What will this return? I want to output the result in this case. So what will this return? I'm saying is num greater than num2. Num is 20, num2 is 50. Let us compile. This will return false. Then yeah, you're seeing that it is returning false because 20 is not greater than 50 in this case. You can use the less than sign, less than the less than sign. Yeah, but I'll leave that. Can put here. So let me go to another operator, the less than operator. So I can first comment out this. I can say int num. Let me use like num5 is equal to 20. Let me use like 80. Int num8 is equal to, let me use like 40 in this case. So remember, you are returning a boolean because the relational operators return either true or false. So I think num10 will equal to today I'm going, and right now I'm going to use the relational operator. I'm going to use the less than operator. Is num5 less than num8 and terminate? I'm saying is num5 less than num8? Let me see. Let me output this. And you see the output. So what will be our result here in this case? Is 80 less than 40? This will be false automatically because 80 cannot be less than 40. Automatically will be false. So that's the less than sign. We are in this case I won't look at the assignment because you can see I'm assigning I'm using the assignment operator to assign values. So I'll go on to the next one, the greater or equal to. Let's comment out this. Then I'll use int. Now let me use like a double, my double. So of using integers, let me use like double 50 and double my second double. Let me say like 50.9. Then result under the result. So I'll first I have let me first compare this double. So in this case, I'm going to use something like greater or equal to. Is my first double greater or equal to my second double? Yeah. So we don't use. You have to be careful. It's not like it's not this. It's the greater sign plus or equal. That will be comparing the two values. So when I output this output result, then come here, run, you see that here just comparing, is this can this be the same value or above this value? So this will return automatically, this will be true because this is the same as this. In this case I'm comparing two double numbers. So if you put this like at 100 and say like this, what will this return? My first double should be less, should be greater or equal to my second value. So when you compile this and run, you see that this is false because I'm saying my first double, which is 50, should be greater or equal to my second value. How we can use the less than or equal to sign. So I'll go to the second one. I'll go to another one, which is the equal to 2. But even here, you can use less than. Not forgetting the less than or equal to sign. You can use less than or equal to sign. Let me first. Meaning this number can be less or equal to. Compile this, then run. See, it is returning true. I can first do that, then compile. I have changed the number, my first double, then run. This is false because this number cannot be less than or equal to this in the double. Yeah, so that's our less or equal to sign. So let me go to the equal to. If you have a number like int num is equal to 500, then int num2 is equal to 500, and you want to compare these two numbers, you use equal to sign, saving this into a boolean. Result is equal to num. Remember that I explained earlier. Num is it equal to num2. If this is true, let me output the result as. Then let us compare this. Then run. You see that it is returning true because this number is the same as this. So what if I don't want, like I want to compare two numbers and see are they the same? If they are not, I should return a false value. You use the other sign that I told you. So I'll say int num7 is equal to 40, int num4 equal to 80. So this dot out int line. I want to print out the result by comparing. Is this number not equal to this? What should be done, or what should it return? So I can say result should be equal to, is this number, the num7, not equal to the num4? Yeah, I'm trying to compare num7. I'm trying to compare these numbers, these two numbers. Is this not equal to this? What will this return? Here I'm like saying, is this number not equal to this? Meaning this will return true because what is not equal to 80? Let us compare this. If the number is not equal to another number, it will turn automatically true because this is not equal to this. Automatically, if you use this exclamation mark, you will see that the numbers shouldn't be equal. Yeah, something like that. So that's simply how relational operators, how we can deal with relational operators. Relational operators, they return true or false. And relational operators, we are comparing two numbers. Is this greater than this number? Is this less than this number? Is this equal to this number? So what if I have like I want to compare? Here I've been comparing two numbers, but what if I want to compare more numbers? Not even two numbers, but at least a bigger number, more numbers. Like I'm having a group of 7 numbers and I want to compare them. What operators do I use? That will be in our next video. Thank you.